Hey guys, in this video we're going to learn how to create a custom cursor and animation in Framer. Before that I wanted to show you the roadmap. First what we'll do is we'll just create a web cursor and then play with the web cursor for a while, and then we're going to create a component in the second part and then setting that component as a custom cursor, and in the third part we're going to use a variance for setting the different hover state. So let's get started. Let's click on the desktop panel right here. In the layer section you can click on desktop, and then you can see on the right part of the section you can see cursor right here. I'm going to click on plus icon and I'm going to select web cursor for now, since I'm going to play with web cursors. And as you can see, there is a list of web cursors that is predefined by Framer by default. You can select any one from this cursor. The default is going to be right here, and then if I wanted to select something that is default, let's say this zoom out tool, that is going to be set as the default section for the desktop. Let's click on the preview icon, and as you can see the default cursor is now gone, and you'll see the zoom out icon. Okay, let's see the settings right here. You can set whatever cursor that you want, and then click on preview, and then that cursor is going to be available. This is what web cursor is. Let's try to do a custom cursor. For that, what we'll have to do is I'm going to remove this beforehand, and I'm going to create a frame. You can press F on the keyboard and then zoom it across, drag it across the screen. For canvas, you can see a frame is created. Let's try to set the width and height of the frame from 314 to 70. Okay, now a frame is now created. Let's try to create this component. I'm going to right click and select create component. I'm going to name this component as mouse. What is happening, guys? I'm going to click on rename, and then the mouse component, and it was fine. Now let's try to play around with this variant one. I'm gonna name this variant one as mouse 1 because I'm gonna set this as cursor number 1. So okay, let's just change this to cursor from mouse. Yeah, cursor 1 seems like a nice name for us. Let's click on this icon right here, and then drag it down, and then you can see this is a perfect circle. And then let's play around with this. You can create a border if you want. You can create shadows if you wanted to. Let's set this to black, and then I'm gonna set the blur radius to 10, and then it shows like perfect blur. I'm gonna set this to white for now, and then let's see how to make a custom cursor available right here. Let's click on the desktop panel, and I'm gonna click on the cursor. Click on this plus icon next to the cursor, and then I'm going to select the custom cursor right here, and then it's going to ask for the custom component. So as I've already created the mouse component, I'm going to select this from the list right here, and then it asks whether you want to follow the cursor or you want to replace the cursor. I have selected this follow right now, but I will select replace in the later part of the video. Let's see what follow does. Your default cursor is visible, and on top of that, the selected component is also visible. This is what follow does. Let's set this to replace if you don't want to set this to follow. Let's click on replace, and then let's click on preview. That mouse cursor is gone. So the default mouse cursor is gone, and then the custom component is now acting as the default cursor. This is what custom replace does. Let's click on transition to add a proper transition. Let's click on 150 to create a smooth transition, and then let's see what it does. Let's click on the preview icon right here, and then it goes like this. If you wanted to hover over the element, this is what it does. I don't need this transition right now. I'm going to click on the remove icon to remove the transition, and then it is going to pretty much be smoother if I want. So now let's select the component and click on variance part, and then click on I don't want to do this. Where's the mouse component right here? I'm going to double click on this, and then I'm going to select the proper variant for this. I'm going to click on the cursor 1 and click on the plus icon next to the cursor 1, and it is going to create a variant 2, and then I'm going to create another variant known as variant 3, and then what we'll do is we'll just select the cursor 1, and then I'm going to click on the styles, and then filter, not filter blending, and then you can see the blending option right here. I'm going to set this to difference, and let's see what it does in action. So let's go to desktop and then click on preview icon. As you can see, the cursor is set to difference blending mode, so the colors are just popping off. Now let's try to set a different variant for a custom cursor. Let's click on the cursor and then double click on this icon to get into the component section, and then I'm going to increase the size of this from 70 to 120, let's say. Why am I doing this? I can just click on this and change this from right here, and then I'm going to select this, and the radius is 35. I'm going to click on the primary icon, cursor one, and then I'm going to select this as 999 to make it as a perfect circle on all the different variants. Instead of changing the radius from variant 2 and variant 3, there is a lot of process for me. So I'm going to click on variant 2, and then this is what I'm going to do. And then let's click on the desktop layer right here, and then I'm going to click on this section, title and position. Let's click on this text right here, and then I'm going to set a custom cursor right here. And then let's click on setting a variant, and then I'm going to click on mouse component selected. I'm going to select this to variant 2, and then click OK. And then now let's see. If you can hover over this element, the size of the variant is shown. The size of the cursor is increased. It's not actually the cursor, it's the component. So that's exactly what we needed to do. So let's change to something like for an image, we're going to set a custom cursor. A variant for a cursor. Let's click on this, and then I'm going to set variant, and then let's try to change the name. Create a text for this variant. Let's click on this variant 3, and then I'm going to create a text layer, pressing T, and then I'm going to enter something like view. And then since this variant is not actually following the things, we're going to have to click right here, and then I'm going to set this layout from this to everything seems fine. Distribute center, align center. Let's change the text from Inter to a custom cursor that I've set. Let's click on bold, gauge bold, and then medium looks fine. I'm going to set this to gauge medium. That's it. This is going to be the variant 3, and then I'm going to click right here and then select the images, and let's select all the images. Now I'm going to press Ctrl Tab. Let's select all these things first. I don't need stack. I just need the image, text wrapper, and let's select this text wrapper. I'm going to select all the 4 images right here, and then I'm going to go to the cursor section right here, and then I'm going to set a variant. Click on the plus icon, and then I'm going to select the set variant option right here, and then I'm going to set this to variant 3, and then we'll see how it goes in the action. You can see that the variant 1 is now changing to variant 2 on this over, and then it stays the same. And then when we are going to click on this image, it is going to change this to view. And then the difference, the blending mode is just awful right here. Let's try to remove the blending mode. Let's click on assets and mouse component. Let's click on variant 3, and then remove the blending by right clicking on the blending option and select to remove. So let's get back to home section. Let's click on the desktop, and then we'll preview once. This is the default variant 1, and then if it is over this element, it is going to be variant 2, and then if you are going to hover over this image, it is going to be the variant 3. This is how easy it is to set up a custom cursor in Frame. And if you guys are new to this channel, I make stuff about freelancing and web design. Thank you guys for watching.